Exploring Apple Intelligence Foundation Language Models, 2025 Tech Report. Get ready for a revolution in language models. Apple's Intelligence Foundation language models are here, and they're set to transform the way we interact with technology. We're unveiling two groundbreaking models. The first, a nimble 3 billion parameter model, optimized for Apple's silicon architecture, and the second, a scalable server model, built on a cutting-edge parallel-track mixture of experts transformer. These models are trained on vast multilingual and multimodal datasets, sourced responsibly, and further refined with advanced techniques like supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning. But here's where it gets exciting. These models are not just powerful, they're also incredibly versatile. They can understand and generate text, images, and even execute tool calls, all while supporting multiple languages. In public benchmarks and human evaluations, they've proven their mettle, matching or even surpassing open baselines. And this is the part most people miss: Apple's commitment to responsible AI. Our models are developed with safeguards like content filtering and locale-specific evaluation, ensuring they're not just powerful, but also ethical and user-friendly. Plus, we've innovated with private cloud compute, a privacy-focused platform, to protect our users' data. With the introduction of our new Swift-centric foundation models framework, developers can now easily integrate these capabilities into their apps, opening up a world of possibilities. So, what do you think? Are you ready to embrace the future of language models? We invite you to explore the details in our technical report and join the conversation. Your thoughts and feedback are invaluable as we continue to push the boundaries of AI. Apple's AI, privacy-focused innovations with on-device models and private cloud. In an era where data privacy is more critical than ever, Apple's approach to AI stands out as a beacon of user protection. By integrating on-device models and private cloud computing into its AI features, collectively known as Apple Intelligence, the tech giant has set a new benchmark for privacy in the industry. Apple Intelligence relies heavily on on-device models, which require a minimum of 8 GB of unified memory. These models process requests directly on the user's device, such as the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 16 models, ensuring that personal information never leaves the device. This local processing significantly mitigates the risk of data breaches, as sensitive information is not transmitted to external servers. To enhance the capabilities of on-device models, Apple has introduced Apple Foundational Models, empowering developers to create robust features without the need to share user data with third-party providers. For more complex tasks that require greater computational power, Apple employs private cloud compute. This cloud-based solution is designed with privacy in mind, as it does not store any user data and is transparent enough to allow independent researchers to verify Apple's claims. This ensures that even when cloud resources are utilized, user data remains secure and private. Apple's commitment to privacy extends beyond its internal systems. The company has a special arrangement with OpenAI to guarantee that user data is not retained by OpenAI and is not used to train future models. Moreover, user requests are never sent to ChatGPT without explicit consent, reinforcing Apple's dedication to user privacy. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite losing key AI talent to competitors like Meta platforms, Apple continues to excel financially. For instance, in Q1 2025, Apple reported a revenue of $95.4 billion, marking a 5% increase year-over-year. Services revenue hit an all-time high of $26.6 billion, growing by 12% compared to the previous year. This financial success, coupled with a steadfast commitment to privacy, positions Apple as a formidable player in the tech industry. Meta Platforms, recognizing the value of Apple's AI expertise, has been aggressively recruiting top talent from Apple. Notable hires include Ruoming Peng, Mark Lee, and Tom Gunter, who have joined Meta's Superintelligence Labs team. This hiring spree highlights the intense competition in the AI sector and the premium placed on skilled AI professionals. In summary, Apple's AI features prioritize user privacy through the use of on-device models and private cloud compute. This approach not only safeguards user data but also sets a new standard in the industry. As Apple navigates the competitive landscape of AI, its strong financial performance and unwavering commitment to privacy continue to solidify its leadership in the tech world. And this is the part most people miss. While the battle for AI supremacy is fierce, Apple's focus on user privacy may ultimately give it a decisive edge. What do you think? Is Apple's privacy-first approach the right move in the AI race, or will it fall behind competitors who prioritize functionality over privacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Here's how Apple keeps privacy in mind versus competitors. 9 to 5 Mac. The AI revolution. How Apple keeps your privacy safe. Artificial intelligence has been the buzzword of the tech world for the past couple of years, and it's easy to see why. Large language models have shown incredible capabilities, but they come with a price: your privacy. When you use these models, your conversations are typically stored on servers in the cloud, raising concerns about data security. Apple has always prioritized privacy in its products, so when it started integrating AI features, the big question was, how would they handle it while keeping users' data safe? Let's dive into the details. First, a quick note about protecting your personal info. Tools like Incogni help you remove sensitive data from the web, including phone numbers, addresses, and more. With services offering features like these, it's easier than ever to take control of your digital footprint. ## on-device models. One of the most significant ways Apple ensures privacy is by using on-device models for its AI features. This means that most of the processing happens right on your device, rather than in the cloud. For example, features like notification summaries and Genmoji run locally, keeping your requests and personal data within your device's walls. This approach requires a lot of power and memory, which is why Apple Intelligence is only available on certain devices like the iPhone 15 Pro and later models, which pack 8 GB of unified memory. Apple has been expanding the capabilities of these on-device models, allowing developers to use them for their apps. This could reduce the reliance on external AI providers that might compromise user data. However, this also limits the availability of Apple Intelligence to a select few devices. ## private cloud compute. For requests that require more compute power, Apple uses a system called private cloud compute. Initially, this wasn't widely used, but with iOS 26, it's becoming more prevalent, especially with features like Siri shortcuts. What's interesting about private cloud compute is it's designed to protect user privacy. Apple ensures that user data is not retained or accessible to unauthorized parties, and they even release software images to let independent researchers verify their claims. You can learn more about how private cloud compute works and its innovative approach to server-based AI privacy. ## ChatGPT integration. Apple has a special partnership with OpenAI to ensure that user data isn't retained when using ChatGPT through Siri. Users must explicitly give permission for their requests to be sent to ChatGPT. This partnership is even more important given recent legal developments, where OpenAI has been ordered to retain user data indefinitely in some cases. Thankfully, Apple users are protected because OpenAI doesn't store their data at all when using Apple's Zero Data Retention APIs. Using ChatGPT through Siri is technically one of the most private ways to access large language models, highlighting Apple's commitment to user privacy in the age of AI. The future of AI and privacy. As AI continues to evolve, the question remains, how will tech companies balance innovation with user privacy? This is where it gets controversial. Some argue that the strict privacy measures might limit the potential of AI, while others see them as essential for maintaining trust in the technology. The debate is ongoing, and it's worth asking, what do you think is the right balance between AI innovation and user privacy?